Welcome to Coffee Grounds. I'm Sandy Summers.
And I'm Harry Summers.
We are from The Truth About Nursing. Our show is a lively look at the media's treatment of the nursing profession. Based on our work on this subject since 2001, we talk about everything from Hollywood to the news to social media, exploring what we think is good and what we think could be better.
Along the way, we'll get into many of the most pressing issues of nursing today, including abusive working conditions, nursing innovations, the criminalization of nursing, and the future of the profession.
Join us for coffee, cats, and complaints. So Harry, this week as we're approaching Halloween, we are discussing the naughty nurse stereotype. We've been addressing this issue since we got started in 2001, monitoring nursing in the media. When we got started, the naughty nurse costume for Halloween wasn't much of a thing, as far as I can remember. I think it's grown over the years.
That may be, and if so, it would be unfortunate. As you know, we have in the past persuaded many companies to stop using the naughty nurse image in advertising. In the 2000s, the shoe company Skechers had an ad campaign with naughty nurse Christina Aguilera, posters of her in shoe stores worldwide. So we started a campaign, and after about 3,500 of our supporters wrote to the company, they actually pulled the ad.
And Dentyne had an abominable naughty nurse TV ad a few years later. We started a campaign, and after relentless pressure, I called the top 7 Cadbury Schweppes executives and left them 5-minute voicemails every day for 10 days before the CEO called me from London to tell me that he was pulling the ad. We persuaded many other companies to pull their ads, including Heineken, Pennzoil, and even Hooters. And they changed or removed their naughty nurse advertisement or promotions. In the case of Hooters, they were going to dress their waitresses in naughty nurse outfits until we persuaded them not to.
So some of those campaigns made global news headlines, and that sent a message to other companies and advertisers that nurses would protest this kind of thing and try to cause trouble about it. And over the last decade or so, it does seem to us like we've seen less naughty nurse advertising, at least from major brands.
But when a company's core product involves the naughty nurse, we have found that it's harder to get them to move. And that may be the case with the Halloween costumes. So more than pressuring just the company, we are urging our supporters to ask friends, family, and communities to stop buying the outfits. So then companies will hopefully lose interest in selling them.
So last year around Halloween, we saw a good news item about these costumes, so we wanted to highlight that at this time of year. This was a piece in The Guardian by Sam Jones, and it was about calls by the Spanish Nursing Council for an end to the naughty and killer/zombie nurse costumes that, I guess, have been seen in Spain in recent years.
The article made the points that the naughty nurse imagery sexualizes and trivializes a skilled modern profession. And then the killer nurse and zombie nurse costumes associate a caring profession with malevolence.
The Guardian piece itself sounds a curious note on gender because it says that the Spanish Council represents, quote, 330,000 male and female nurses, unquote, as if male nurses were such an oddity that readers might wonder if they had their own council or maybe if they even existed. And yet, 2 of the 3 nursing leaders quoted in the article appear to have been men.
In any case, it's also important to say that the killer and zombie images play into the battle axe stereotype, which associates nursing authority with oppression, violence, and abnormality.
In the Guardian piece, the Spanish Council pointed out that the naughty outfits perpetuated a sexualized, trivial, and frivolous image of the profession that had, in the report's words, no place in a modern and egalitarian society.
Council President Florentino Perez Raya explained that such outfits damage the public image of a profession whose dedication demands not only top-tier academic and university qualifications, but which is also recognized as a bastion of healthcare quality.
Those comments get at much of what is harmful about this imagery. In more concrete terms, the stereotype also undermines nurses' claims to adequate resources, as well as tending to perpetuate a world in which nurses experience high levels of sexual abuse.
The Spanish Council statement also asked retailers to stop selling nurse zombie and nurse killer outfits, which it said have become entrenched among the young during Halloween, and which paradoxically link death and murder with professionals who actually save lives. Again, at a deeper level, they also reinforce the battle axe stereotype, which suggests that a nurse with power is unnatural and threatening.
Of course, although we're pointing out some extra things that the Guardian article might have done, we realize only so much can be done in a short report. Another important element is what should be done about this imagery going forward. And the piece's headline was just about Halloween, but the item itself made clear that the Spanish Nursing Council is not only asking retailers to stop selling the costumes, but also urging people to stop buying them. And we think that's an important point.
The Spanish Nursing Council reportedly made a special appeal to parents not to buy such costumes, with the council's vice president Raquel Rodriguez Llanos stating, "We're calling on all mothers and fathers not to dress their sons and daughters in costumes that are offensive to the profession, because that's how these practices become normalized and are carried on into adulthood." And comments from the vice president also stated that the council's concerns extended beyond Halloween to a wide range of parties where such costumes might also appear. This shows that the problem is a bigger one.
The Guardian article also noted that Canadian nurses had made similar statements about Naughty Nurse Halloween costumes the year before, describing them as part of an unacceptable eroticization of the profession. The article quoted Luc Mathieu, the president of the Quebec Order of Nurses, as saying that the profession has evolved, but stereotypes persist. This also shows nurses around the world advocating for a more accurate public image. So the article was, "Calls in Spain to stop selling sexy nurse Halloween costumes. General nursing councils say outfits perpetuate negative stereotypes of profession and link death to a job that's about caring." The article was by Sam Jones, published in The Guardian on October 31st, 2023, and you can find it at the link on your screen.
Or for our audio listeners, it's also at tinyurl.com/Y644EVFW. So here are some things we can do about this. First, I think one thing we might do is ask our friends and family, especially our children, to examine all stereotypes and reject them, especially stereotypes about underappreciated professionals who you are going to need to save your life someday.
Also, please write to some of the largest sellers of these problematic nurse costumes, Amazon and Spirit Halloween. And please blind copy us on the letter at letters@truthaboutnursing.org. That way we can follow your advocacy. Thank you.
We have a lot more on the naughty nurse stereotype in Chapter 5 of our book, Saving Lives, Why the Media's Portrayal of Nursing Puts Us All at Risk by Oxford University Press. There are a lot more details on our website at truthaboutnursing.org. Thank you so much for joining us for now episode 2 of our new podcast, Coffee Grounds. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you liked it, please hit the like button. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.